Hey, and welcome everybody. It's another everyday getaway, and today we're getting away to our kitchen. We're dealing with some aftermath of Hurricane Sally outside, and we've had rain, heavy rain all day, and we're looking at several inches. We got some flood advisory, so we couldn't go anywhere today really. So these are some, we've picked some recipes that we just want to do in the fall, and this is one of those. And we're gonna just spend some time cooking with you today. If I were to have started a business sometime in my life, it would have either been a travel business or something to do with baking. I love baking, especially cupcakes. This isn't a cupcake, but it is a cake. And I love being in the kitchen and especially baking. So we're gonna give it a shot. This is a buttermilk sheet cake with caramel icing, and the recipe is from Spicy Southern Kitchen, and we found it not long ago on the internet, and I will post the link to that down below in the description. So get your coat, get going. Let's get going. We're gonna do some cooking together today. So we've preheated the oven to 350, and I have greased a 13 by 9 pan, and I'm gonna start throwing into my trusty mixer the first set of ingredients, and we're gonna just let those beat up together. So I have 3/4 of a cup or 3/4 of a cup of butter. That's 1.5 sticks. So there goes half a stick, sort of. And then we need another whole one. And we're going to add to that 1 3/4 cup of sugar. And in this little container here, I've already mixed up some of the small stuff. I have 3/4 of a teaspoon of salt, 2.5 teaspoons of baking powder. We'll plop those in there. 2 teaspoons of vanilla. And the directions say for us just to put this on and let it beat for almost 5 minutes until it's light and fluffy. So we're just going to get this critter started and let it do its thing for a bit here. That looks pretty fluffy, so we'll keep going. We have 4 eggs, large eggs, and then 2 extra just egg yolks, and we're going to add them in one at a time and beat a little bit after each time. And I probably should have done this a little bit better with mixing, so that looks like one. There goes 2. 3. I'm thinking there's actually a little more than 3 in there because one of these yolks busted. 4. And then the remainder of the egg yolks and what's remaining from the eggs. Now I have 1.5 cups of buttermilk, and yes, I said buttermilk. I don't actually drink buttermilk. My mom and daddy both loved it. Me, not so much, but I'm thinking that this is going to be really good. So we're going to turn this on slow and just add it slowly. And it says just to mix until it gets incorporated, and then we're going to start adding into that 2 3/4 cups of all-purpose flour, a little bit at a time. And I should have my little top on here, but I think we'll be okay. A little bit at a time. And once it's all in, we're just going to make sure everything's incorporated, give it a good stir, and I'll catch you back in a second. Alright, so I think we got it mixed up pretty well. We're just going to scrape everything off the sides of the bowl. Make sure everything's incorporated really well. Catch everything on the bottom. We're gonna put it into the sheet pan, and it's gonna cook for 35 minutes, again at 350. And then we'll let it cool really well, and then we'll make some caramel icing for the top. It smells good. Hope it tastes as good as it smells. I think we almost got it all. Let's smooth it out a little bit. We're just going to hit this a couple times. Really easy to get some of the bubbles out and go in the oven. This is our dog Gibson, and he thinks it smells good, I guess, because he thinks he should have some anyway. Sorry, Gibby, this isn't for you. I don't know if you can hear it, but here's our Hurricane Sally leftover rain. It's coming down. It's been pretty consistent all day long. And for those of you that caught our video a few weeks ago about our damage that we had in the straight line windstorms, our new fence is up. Central Virginia Fencing did that work, and they did a great job. We have to let it proof before we can get it stained, but it's looking pretty good. Anyway, I just wanted to give you a chance to at least hear the rain. Don't know how much you can tell. Alright, so we're getting ready to make the icing. I've got 3/4 of a stick of melted butter, and it's about 6 tablespoons. I'm going to add to it 1/4 of a cup of regular milk, and I'm going to add 1 cup of brown sugar. And we're just going to whisk it until all that sugar is melted. And then once we get all that sugar melted, we're going to add to that 1 3/4 cup of powdered sugar. Almost got it here. There's a couple of lumps in there, so we'll get it all done. So I think we got that all done. That was Alexa telling us there's a flood watch, so we got that information. Thank you, Alexa. And we're going to add to that 1 3/4 cup of powdered sugar. And I think since this is light brown sugar originally, I don't think this is a really dark or heavy caramel. So I'm just going to keep mixing until I get all that mixed together and all the lumps out, and then I will bring you back. All right, there's the cake. The powdered sugar was really hard to get dissolved. I think if I did this recipe again, I might even sift the powdered sugar to get the lumps out or delump it. And it suggests that the caramel not get too cold before you put it on, because it's hard to spread, but you might want to cool it a little bit. So I've cooled it so that I can still maneuver it, but it can, I think, go on easily enough. So I'm going to get this out of the way, and I'm going to pour part of that caramel on and then whole part. So let me make sure I get it all over there. I think it's a dense cake, so I think it is going to sop into it a little bit, but I'm not sure it's going to fully sop. So I'll pour the rest on. And I will get this finished ice, and then in a little while we will give it a try. We'll let you know how things are tasting there. All right, so here's a cross section. There's still some caramel dripping off the side here. We'll give it a taste. Like I said, it is a dense cake, and I probably like cakes a little more fluffy, so we'll give it a try though. It's good. Caramel is sweet, but not overly sweet. The cake has almost a shortbread or a denser texture to it that kind of reminds me of a shortbread. But overall, I think it's a keeper recipe. We'd do it again. All right, thanks a bunch.
Hey, thanks again for joining us for making this cake, but I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. I did not like it. It was very thick tasting, I guess you would say. It left an awful taste in my mouth. The caramel topping was good, but I couldn't even finish it. So Tammy, you bake really well, but what are your thoughts?
Well, after having more than one bite of it, the denseness is just too much. It was the texture for me. The icing really is good, but I would say the texture of the cake, I was not up for. So anyway, there it is. Give it a try or not, but that's what we did.
We'll try again next time.
All right, take care of yourself, take care of others. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.